What's good, guys? Prince Sports here. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, all that other good stuff. Now, I want to talk to you guys about none other than legendary, one of the greatest point guards of all time, Isiah Thomas. Okay, he talked about the Brooklyn Nets, and he talked about the importance of Kyrie Irving. Now, when you hear about Kyrie Irving, you talk about him being traded constantly, right? Teams wanting to get rid of him. He's on the move, this, that, and the third. But according to Isiah Thomas, the Nets don't win a championship without Kyrie Irving. Now, that's a bold statement, considering that they got a big three already. And there's some people that think the Nets can win the championship without Kevin Durant. I mean, without Kyrie Irving, because if you have James Harden and Kevin Durant, they think you can win the championship with just those two guys and surrounding pieces. And I think that's true. I think the minute James Harden joined the Brooklyn Nets, his Kyrie Irving's importance to the team took a dip, because think about it. James Harden does everything that Kyrie Irving could do, and probably some of the stuff a little better. He's a better playmaker than Kyrie Irving. So you don't need Kyrie Irving to win the championship. I have to disagree with Isiah Thomas on this. He's going by, Kyrie Irving's will and skill set to score the basketball because he's a good scorer. Yes, you take him off that Cleveland Cavaliers team, and let's say you replace him with a role player, whatever, or even probably a guy like Dame Dollar. I don't think they win the championship. I don't think they beat the Golden State Warriors because Kyrie Irving was playing like an alpha. He wasn't playing like no sidekick. Sidekicks don't average 40 plus points in games. Okay, that's unheard of. That's not sidekick numbers. But what I will tell you this much is that him on the Brooklyn Nets, his role and his importance got reduced to me. So I disagree with Isiah Thomas. They do not need Kyrie Irving to win the championship. All he does is just put extra icing on the cake. He makes it a little more harder for them to be beaten because they have three All-Stars. But if it's just Kevin Durant and James Harden, who flow arguably a little better, you could make a case that all they need is some surrounding pieces, some good defensive pieces, guys that could scratch the floor. That's it, And James Harden just have to have the ability to show up in certain key moments because he's been predicted to, the narrative around him is that he's a guy that disappeared come playoff time. So he just have to prove critics wrong in that aspect. That's it. There's nothing else from this guy that I don't want to see other than him coming through in the playoffs. Because if you look at it, James Harden has everything you could possibly imagine in a regular season. He's did everything except prove people wrong come playoff time. As far for Kyrie Irving, he got the skill. He's a dog. But his role and importance on this Brooklyn Nets team is lowered because James Harden is on in. But according to Isiah Thomas, he pretty much just shot down James Harden and Kevin Durant a little bit. He's saying that the main piece to winning the championship for the Brooklyn Nets is Kyrie Irving because Kyrie Irving is the main guy. So what do you think? Do you agree with Isiah Thomas? I don't. I don't think they need Isiah Thomas to prove that they can win the champion. I'm not Isiah Thomas. Kyrie Irving to win the championship. To me, that's pretty much diminishing the skills of Kevin Durant and James Harden. That's saying a lot that those guys aren't those type of dudes because you don't think they could get it done without adding another superstar like Kyrie Irving. That's nuts. That's crazy. But I don't know, man. What you guys think? Prince Sports out. Peace.